Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the weekly TA. All right, guys, we're gonna kick things off here with the weekly charts, and then we're gonna go down to the daily, and then I'm really just gonna point out everything I'm seeing on these charts, all right? Because I do think they're leading in one direction. Not one direction. They're leading to a certain scenario over the other. Yes, I do think we will see downside. But I'm going to point some things out in this video. All right? First thing I will be pointing out in this video. Guys, you have your first weekly bearish candlestick. We have not had that in quite some time. Last one that popped up was right over here. All right? We have pretty much the same candlestick. I'm just putting it out there. I do think we're going to be getting a pullback. I just don't know if it's just here right now. I don't know if things are supporting that. I really don't. And I'm going to show you guys in this video what I'm seeing that just does not support that we're just going to fall off a cliff here and finally get our decent pullback. All right. I'm just putting it out there. Every time there is a red day, all right, every time we get one of these and it looks like things are going to fall off a cliff, I get bearish comments. All right. These bearish comments typically will come, and then you see this. I'm just going to jump right to the 4-hour time frame here, and I'm going to point out, guys, the last 3 times the 4-hour RSI has been exactly where it is right now, you've had that scenario. Now, do you also want to see something that aligns with what has happened the last few times here? All right. You want to see something? Everyone thinks you're going to fall off a cliff. Everyone thinks you're going to fall off a cliff. I'm here to tell you, I don't think you're going to fall off a cliff. I really don't. All right? What do we got going on here, guys? All right? We're either going to continue this sell-off Monday into Tuesday, and then guess what? Papa Powell's going to come around on Wednesday, and he's going to support this market. Or you're going to get a bounce. You're going to get this thing getting up here, so you can then fall a lot more. All right? I don't think you're just going to fall off a cliff from here. I think you have absolutely no reason to expect this. I'm going to come over here to AMD. Every time AMD has been here over the last half a year, well, not half a year, all right, but we're going to say almost half a year, you have seen this thing bottom. Now, if you want to keep going back, you can also see this is where the thing bottoms out. It doesn't matter how far you want to go back, all right? But we're going to disclude the bear market, and we're just going to talk about this. Guys, this has created your buying opportunity every single time for a very long time now. I don't think this time is going to be different. I think you literally found buyers stepping up right here. Yes, we're talking about AMD. We're not talking about the indices here, but I don't think you have a chart like this. All right. I don't think it supports the market going down. You also have Nvidia's conference next week. Guys, do you think Nvidia is not going to rally off of its big news catalyst? It's been consolidating for a while now. I understand people are losing their butts over here. But guess what? All right. It's been consolidating for a week and a half. I think a big move is on the horizon. Now, if you really want to see some golden pocket inception, I got you. All right. You ended up running. You sold off. You came here, found buyers right at the golden pocket. Guess what? You found sellers. You bounced into the next golden pocket. You found sellers at the golden pocket. And you sold off into the next golden pocket. And you again found buyers stepping in right before the 0.786 fib was breached. And now they're holding on to the golden pocket. I'm just putting it out there, guys. I don't see anything necessarily super, just mega bearish, perma bearish. I don't see anything that suggests we're going to have massive downside here. All right? What I will be completely honest about, because this is unbiased technical analysis you're going to find here on this channel, is you have a bearish looking candlestick with heavy volume, which opens the door to us going lower this week. I've told you guys, we didn't have a reason to be looking for a massive sell. All right. You did end up selling this week. It was not a big down week. You are down 0.37%. If you want to take your bearish victory lap, take your bearish freaking victory lap. But at the end of the day, you're a clown if you're going to come on and take a bearish victory lap of a week that is down $2 on SPY. Okay? So, yeah, I'll reiterate what I said last week. I don't think you're going to get any crazy sell-off this week because we didn't get any crazy sell-off this week. Next week, I'm going to be honest, I'm open to it, but I'm also going to point out what I'm seeing in this video. And what I see in this video, guys, is we're either going to continue falling on Monday, Tuesday, bounce into FOMC for Powell, all right? Or you're going to freaking bounce and then you're going to sell on Powell. I'm just putting it out there. You're not going to keep selling off like this and then have a massive rug pull. It's not how that works. All right? It's not at all how that works. You do not see things go straight down. I will also tell you right now, this has been a buyer's market for a very long time at this point. Let's also come over here to QQQ. I just pointed out the similarities between all of these last breakdowns here. Okay? Let's just mark them to make them crystal clear so you guys can see this. Okay? We're in the same spot. All right? You broke down through support right here. People are like, oh, you're now in a downtrend. Short the thing. No, you shorted the bottom. What happened over here? Oh, you're now in a downtrend. Short the thing. Well, you got 1% and then you shorted the bottom. Is it going to go like this? And then you're probably going to go like this. I'm just putting it out there. All right. If you sell, you're going to have a lot of bears being like, oh, I freaking told you. Oh, they're going to be like, oh, that was easy button instead. Oh, it's there. Hang on.
That was easy.
I got you. All right. We're putting new batteries in that guy because a freaking just died on me. All right. But I'm telling you right now, I can guarantee it. If you sell off Monday and you get below these levels right here, you are going to have the bulls losing their crap and you're going to have the bears taking victory laps. And then your boy's going to come on and I'm going to tell you, guys, you're short in the hole again. You're doing it just like I told you right here when you're breaking down over here. I told you I thought you were short in the hole. I told you right over here, I thought you were short in the hole. Do you guys want to know why I thought you were short in the hole? Because you don't get this stuff. It just doesn't come often. I don't know what else to tell you, all right? You don't get this stuff often. You just don't. You don't. All right? You don't. But when it's there, you take advantage of it when you're in a freaking raging bull market because you're in a raging bull market and it's a buyer's market. You have that right over here. You had that over here on Goog. It's the same exact look. All right? People are saying Goog is going to die. Apple, I'll give it to you one. I'll give it to you. All right? It got a little bounce here. It didn't do anything crazy. It did not. It could keep dying. But I'm just going to say right now, if you break out of this consolidation here, it's going to look like you're breaking out of this thing. You do not have a setup to massively sell. If you get a sell, you're going to see Apple come down here, and then you're going to see it do that. Okay? People could think some real bearish stuff is about to go down. I even saw a tweet about a freaking crash from someone that doesn't tweet like that. Guys, we're not getting a crash. Like, we could get a crash. I'm not going to say we can't get a crash, but I don't think we're getting a crash. You got the Av of Go sitting down here just doing God knows what, doing absolutely nothing. Like, I'm serious, guys. I think you're just setting one heck of a bear trap, and you're going to rip faces one last time. But it doesn't have to be one last time because, again, we are in a bull market. We're in a bull market. All right? Nothing has changed on that fact, okay? You had your big move down right there. It's probably one of these occurrences that I just pointed out. You're convincing a lot of people. Oh, right over here. Probably another one that I just point out. 4 hour. Oh, look at that. You're in the same spot. Okay, guys. So if you do sell QQQ, come back over to QQQ. If you do sell and you see this price down here at 430 or underneath, you can short that. But I'm telling you, I think you're going to be short in the hole. I think this is going to be a bear trap. I understand you would be breaking support, and the next one would be all the way down there, 425. I don't care. I'll tell you right now, you get this thing, setting up like that thing over there, and that thing over there, and that thing over. I think you're going to have just a big rip. All right? So let's lay out some scenarios going into this week. Tuesday. You sell into Tuesday. We're around this 430 mark. You have Papa Powell on Wednesday. I'll be looking for a bounce. All right? Let's say you bounce from here, which makes perfect sense. Guys, if you're a bear, you want to bounce right here into Tuesday. Okay, you want to. And then you want to stay elevated for Wednesday. You want to drop the freaking hammer on Wednesday. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for it to keep tanking right here. All right. So these are really my two scenarios. We got three scenarios. Third scenario is you do what I thought you were going to do in the first place, and you're going to come up and you're going to break 450. And this is just going to build the liquidity down here, get a lot of people short, build the liquidity for the next move up, just like this false breakdown, build the liquidity down here, got a lot of people involved. Boom, let's take their money. Boom, build the liquidity. Boom, take their money. All right. So it could very well end up playing out like this. That's just, that's how I'm seeing things. I'm going to, I'm just going to tell you guys how I think. And that's how I'm thinking right now. I don't see a reason to get perma bearish. I see the same thing over here. Guys, we're not in a bear market anymore. Okay? If we have a crazy sell here, it could be some crazy stuff. It can. All right? But it's going to put in a major bottom if it does. Now, let's look at it this way. I think eventually we're probably going to pull back to that 480 level. I don't think you got what it takes right now to have a massive pullback. I really don't. I think you're probably, if you do, it's going to go, if you do just straight up sell, I think it would go like this. All right. I think a lot of people would be trying to short it, but now let's just look at it over here. All right. So let's get off of the 4-hour time frame. I showed you guys what I was seeing over there. 4-hour RSI, guys. I'm just saying, the big names are set up not to die here. All right. Let's look at some other big names. What are they doing? Let's look at the big FANG stocks. Okay, let's look at these bad boys. You just made a high here. What is Mr. Amazon doing? Amazon is sitting in its range here. What is Mr. Goog here? Goog looks like it could pull back a little bit. All right, that aligns with our Monday to Tuesday sell scenario into a rip on Wednesday. There you go. So you could pull back potentially anywhere from 138 all the way up to 140. I'd be loving it. You got Apple. Still has not done anything. And why the heck is Apple getting bought up as the market's not? Guys, this is an opposing market participant right here. It is the Defiant. All right. It says, you know what? You want me to do something? I'm going to do the exact opposite. All right. This is the bad boy right here. Guess what? This bad boy, if you do sell down here, you're very likely getting buyers. It looks to me like you're probably just building this range here and you're going to break up anyway. You had extremely high volume here. It was OPEX Friday. Guess what? Wouldn't it be kind of picture perfect if OPEX Friday put in a massive sell, massive bear trap, and then somehow you went on your way? I'm just putting it out there. I really do think that is what this is pointing to. If you end up pulling back on Monday and Tuesday, let's watch. Let's go over right now where we're watching on SPY for you to be bought up. All right. What are the levels we're paying attention to? Well, first things first, guys, you're still in the golden pocket right here. All right. So you haven't lost the golden pocket. That's looking good. All right. You also are holding on to your support right here at 508.50. Underneath 508.50, guys, you're going to have this golden pocket of 508. My last video told you guys, was it that? I think I actually told the Discord that. I don't know. I know I didn't make the Friday video. I did not have time. I apologize, guys. I had to go into work. And yeah, by the time I got home, I was like, I'm going to have a weekly update anyway. I'm not going to put out a video right now. So here we are with the weekly update because we would have been talking about the same thing because it wasn't an early Friday update. It would have been after work. And yeah. Okay. So my apologies for that. Look at this trap right there. Look at that. All right. Bear trap, bull trap. But like, look at that. All right. Craziness is what I'm getting at. Okay. Now I will actually point out right here, you have a 15-minute head and shoulders going on right here. All right. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So that is something to take note of, but you know what? That's not too important. We will say you have this trend line though. You could be watching that going into the week. But what I'm going to point out is the levels. Guys, you break 508. 505 35 is your next move. Now, I'm just going to say right now, if you get down there, and anybody who is not new to the channel, you know what I'm about to say. You see a move under 508 right here. You're looking for some of that. All right? You're looking for some of that. Like right there. Okay, I know I took a little time there. All right. something like that is what you're going to be looking for. All right. You're looking for, wow, I really skewed the timing on this bottom one down here. Look at that. You're looking for a bullish divergence to be put in right here. If you see it, it is very likely about to be bought up. You can slightly undercut that low. Again, grab some liquidity for the next move up. Do it. All right. That is why we a lot of times do see these slight overthrows and underthrows. Why? Because those are the traps. They're trying to get people involved, and the people getting involved, they give them money to then use for the next move. At least that's how I see it. All right. I don't think like this could potentially not be any different here. All right. If you see it come down here to the bottom of the golden pocket, so you have this scenario right there, right? You got something like that. Or you come down here, you undercut this low, and you see that low right there, hold right there, and boom, you have an early bullish diversion right here at the bottom of the golden pocket. Maybe you're probably going to hold it if you're going to hold it. All right. So we got these scenarios on the board. I'm not looking for you just to get bought up immediately, but if you do get bought up immediately, add that guy in there right there. All right. We're watching 514. That is the supply zone you were paying attention to, anywhere from 513.50 all the way up to 514.22. And that would be the high of this guy, right? Holy sweet baby Jesus. Am I wrong on the level? It's 514.20. Where am I getting this 22 level from? Oh, no, I'm not. I read it wrong. Oh, I read this one up here, guys. That is what your boy gets. All right. Been working since 10. I just got out. I actually, guys, I was the top seller today in the US market. No, not the, well, yeah. No, in the CT in New York market. I am an idiot. All right. See, guys, I'm having these brain farts at night. That is how that works. All right, guys. I'm going to make that right there. Okay. So those are my scenarios on SPY, guys. If you are just, going to push straight up, obviously, guys, you're just going to watch level to level. You get over 511.82, you're going to be watching for the supply zone up here at 513.50 to be hit. On QQQ, let's watch over here. You notice how this thing is almost oversold already. You're probably going to get a bounce. All right. You're probably going to get a bounce. Dead cat? No idea, but you're probably going to get a bounce. A bounce. You got that same inverse head and shoulders kind of look to you over here. All right. If you were to take out this low ever so slightly there, and somehow that makes a higher high over here, a higher low, there's your bullish divergence. You're watching for it right there. Okay. So there's that. Now, obviously, you guys already see the scenarios I put up. So let's put up some smaller time frame scenarios here. Okay, so what are we watching over here? Monday into Tuesday. All right. So over there, you got a bullish divergence somehow going over here. There you go. You're looking for the buy. But now let's just look at it this way. Guys, you have absolutely nothing in between here and here. That is why I think a lot of bears can get involved. And yeah, you can fill the gap. But again, a lot of bears will be getting involved if you undercut this low. You see what I'm saying? The potential for the trap is right here, right now. It's right in front of our face. It doesn't have to go down that way. You can 100% just slice through all of this, but I'm telling you right now, it is very likely you're going to see buyers stepping in over here. Notice how on the 4-hour time frame, we were watching at 4:30, around here. Guess what? The golden pocket's here, guys. The golden pocket. Golden pocket will respect you if you respect it. All right, so that's what we're really watching over here. You got a massive gap, guys. So I'm telling you right now, you're either going to see one heck of a sell right here, or you're going to see one heck of a bounce coming right here. That is what I'm getting at. You're gonna have a lot of people getting involved. That is that liquidity I was talking about. And because a lot of people are getting involved, and because you have the trappy setup, look to it. Guess what? Yeah, I think you're going to get bought up. Call me a perma bull all you want. Call me all you want. All right. I've said the same thing every other time we've had this thing for a little while. Why? Because we've had signs suggesting we're not going to get a massive sell. And if we do come all the way down here, guys, you have no support until 425. That is a massive $8 gap there. There you go. I don't think that $8 gap is going to be filled without a catalyst. So if we are going to fill this gap, I think it's very likely we're going to bounce Monday, Tuesday, and then go lower. Now, wouldn't that make perfect sense considering you had this high? You have a low, a lower high, a lower low. So wouldn't a bounce into a lower high make perfect sense here? Yes, it would. I'll answer it for us. It would make perfect sense here. Okay? So Monday, Tuesday bounce. All right, guys, you see this low undercut? The 15-minute chart here, right over here, the low of 432.74. 432.74. You see that level get undercut over here. Okay, right here. Watch it for this right there. 432. Golden pocket, baby. You're watching for that to be hit. You're watching for buyers stepping over there. As long as we got that bullish divergence, I want to see it. All right. We typically have them every single time you get a decent bounce or decent sell. So, you know, like people can mock my TA. People mocked my TA when I got one thing wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, no. We did. Oh, no. We were wrong. Yeah, guys, we had a really bullish look. I don't know what you want me to tell you. All right. You had a straight up hammer candlestick off of heavy volume the day before on both of them. And then you faded the entire move. It was out of nowhere. Anybody who tells you there was TA suggesting this is speaking out their butt. Anybody who tells you there's TA suggesting this, I'm going to tell you right now, you're just lying. Like straight up, you're lying. There was no TA suggesting you were going to fall off a cliff pre-market without the data. All right? Like there wasn't. You guys see what I'm saying? You started the day off right. And then you sunk out of nowhere. There's nothing you could tell me that would have told you. You could have played it as it was happening, but there's nothing going by the day before that suggested that we were going to be selling. So if someone wants to make fun of the TA, make fun of the TA. All right? You're making fun of someone who, hey, just puts himself out there every day. I'm going to be honest. I am an idiot. All right? I am. So if you call me an idiot, I'm probably just going to start agreeing with you in the comment section. And then you're just going to be like, crap. Where do I go from now? I can't bring him down. Like, yeah, you can't. I'm an idiot. That's how it is. You see this? You see how he sold it? I'm an idiot. I felt like an idiot for that one. But at the end of the day, no, technically speaking, this thing was sound. There's nothing anybody can really point to right now that's going to change that. This thing was technically sound. All right? The only thing I could really point to that, you know, I also was completely aware of because I was warning the Discord of bullish divergence. All right? There was a bullish divergence. I think it was going to cause a massive sell over here on SPY, like an absolute no, I did not. All right? I did not. But you did end up having that before you ended up doing that. And then you had the bearish divergence. Oh, look what happened. You sold right here. Oh, you had another bearish divergence. Oh, what happened? You sold the high. All right? So now, guys, if we see it, it could mean something. All right? If you see the bullish divergences, guess what? You better be on the prowl because we could be getting that sell on SPY. All right, so we're really just going to have to watch and see how things go this to start off the week. You guys know the scenarios at this point in time. All right, that is really what I'm paying attention to. We had a doji candlestick that did end up breaking down from this fall in the rising wedge here. Again, looks like a trappy freaking setup to me. All right, like it really does look like a trappy setup. You can continue selling for a little, but I think it's going to be like this, where you slightly undercut the low. And then you have a massive face ripper. All right. Here on QQQ, guys, we have done absolutely nothing for 3 weeks now. You also kind of did absolutely nothing for the whole month before over there. All right. Traders market, yeah. In terms of swinging, you know, these indices right here, you could have just bought every dip, but you know, you really haven't had that much movement. You really have not. All right. Again, with the false breakdown, boom, get bought up. Breakdown, boom, get bought up. Oh, you broke support. Oh, get bought up. Oh, you broke support here. You're probably going to get bought up. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. I don't really have too many individual tickers I want to point your attention to, but I'll point your attention to a few setups that I'm paying attention to for next week. AI, guys, I am interested in this one. Last time we got a chance at the golden pocket, it literally did end up marking the exact bottom right there at 0.786 fib right down here. You have that doji candlestick just like you had over there. Just saying, thing ain't looking too bad. All right. So if buyers are going to step in and you want to play this thing to the long side, you're going to do it right here. Right there. Okay. Next one we're going to talk about is this guy. This guy's going berserker right here. Let's talk about the guy that's moving that guy. Well, that guy has a bearish weekly candlestick, guys. We're looking for either blow off top over here on MicroStrategy, or we're looking for you to sell. I don't think you're going to sell just straight up off that candlestick. I think you're probably going to put in a reversal candlestick and then sell. Could be on the table. We're going to have to see how that goes. But come back over here to a bit of corn. All right, we're going to talk about some of these crypto tickers here. All right. Right here, guys, you sold off. You see the bearish weekly candlestick. You have 22 hours remaining on this, 22 hours and 41 minutes. We're going to see how that closes. We will know by tomorrow at this time. And I am just saying it is not looking the best right here. It looks like you're probably going to have this pullback and you're probably going to come, down here to what we pointed out the other day. You pull back here. We're watching 60K. We're watching this golden pocket right here. And that's really what I would like to see hold. I don't think you're going to take a ride all the way down to 47K. I really do not. That'd be a pretty drastic drop there. I think it's much more likely you are going to have a, something like that, 20 to 25%. You're going to go back along your way, all right? Speaking a bit of corn, Mara, all right? Mara, guys, did not end up holding the golden pocket. Because of this, I am not sure if you were going to hold this. I think you probably are going to come back and revisit these levels down here. But at the same time, I'm going to point out, guys, if buyers can step up like right off the bat to start the week off and you don't really sell down here, then yeah, this doesn't look too bad. All right. Come over here to Riot, and I'm saving my favorite one for last. Riot, guys, right here at the bottom of this pennant. All right. It's taking a while to carve out here. Just putting it out there. I'm not going to really say anything about this. I'm just going to say you are literally at the bottom of the pennant. There you go. All right. Coin. Now, this is one I am interested in. You did get the break and retest. If you can get a further sell, that is what I would be interested down here. Anywhere from this demand zone right here between 187.39 and 193.64 all the way down here to this golden pocket. You literally tapped the golden pocket up here from this move to here, and you went on your way. If you're new to the channel, here you are. Tapped it, on your way. I don't think this thing is finished. I think this thing is going higher. I will say that that is not the most weekly bearish looking candlestick. I don't think it's too bearish. But I will tell you right now, if it falls, I will be looking for right down here at this demand zone, 187, 193.64, and that is that. And underneath there, golden pocket. I think this thing, a lot of people probably didn't see that rip coming. Well, guess what? If you pull back, you probably do have another one. So, guys, if we see these pullbacks this week, you don't have to do anything. But I'm going to get heavier than I'm probably comfortable with on the long side. And that's that. All right. So, yeah. All right, guys. That is pretty much it. I don't have, a good amount of tickers that I really want to put on your radar here. It is my bias is mixed going into this week. That is something I will say for a fact. It is very mixed. I don't know which way we go this week, considering we have now gotten our first bearish candlestick. What is that? All right. We haven't gotten one of these things in quite some time. We finally have it. All right. What about IWM, you ask? Not the most bearish look to it. DIA, you do have a bearish look to it. All right. There's that. But again, these all don't look like they're about to massively sell off. I'm going to be completely honest. Especially not this guy. What the heck is this guy? All right. All right. I don't want to take up too much of your time here talking in circles, guys. You know what I'm watching. All right. I'll give you one last guy right here that is probably going to be pretty decent here. All right, IBM, let's turn on the drawings again, guys. You are hitting it with the break and retest here. You had this 5-week-long range here. You return down to this 188.95 level. You very likely are going to get bid up from down here. I don't think a 5-week long range is going to end with a breakout the last 2 weeks. I think you're going higher. Buy the freaking dip. You don't have to do anything, but BTFD. And that is that, guys. With that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Roku is still one I'm watching right here. You're just waiting to break out of your range. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day. Carvana with the fresh breakout. Congrats if you ended up playing it on Friday. And peace.